Marcellas, you guys have forced a bunch of turnovers over the course of the last 2 games. How replicable is that moving forward into SEC play? How much of that was just being in the right spot at the right time, and how much of that was forcing your opponent kind of into a mistake?
It was really just us playing fast and physical, and just like you said, being in the right place at the right time. So that's just sticking with the scheme that our coaches put us on. We knew what some of the teams was gonna do, and we knew when we was gonna have chances to force turnovers. So just seizing those opportunities and making it happen.
Hey, Marcellas, kind of watching the tape, Kentucky's got some skill guys. What have you seen from them, and are there any comparisons from weeks prior?
Well, what we seen from them is really just fast. They're not that big. They're just fast, and they're really well coached. They run really good routes, and yeah, they're just fast and skinny. They can definitely push it downfield. So we just got to be on point for that. Ready for that.
With that, so what have you seen from Will Levis on tape?
Oh, he's a really good quarterback. He more of a throw it to a spot guy, on time. And if you mess up the receivers timing with their routes, it messes up the throw. So basically, we have to get our hands on the receiver and mess up the timing. But he's a really good time and throw quarterback.
After that Georgia game, a lot of the guys were talking about wanting to just get back to work before SEC play returned. Over these last 2 weeks, just how do you evaluate how much you guys have improved since that game now headed into Kentucky?
Yeah, we knew we didn't play up to our full potential on Georgia week, so we just been focusing on getting 1% better every day, doing what we can do to just take a step forward each and every day, not take a step backwards.
Hey, Marcellas, you're about the only starter in the secondary who's been healthy this whole time. So what has it been like for you kind of seeing that revolving door of the rest of the guys go through, and, how have those younger guys stepped in to fill those holes? How has it been with some of the older guys coming back now? Just, what's that dynamic looked like for you?
Really, it's just I knew I didn't want to – I can't control me not being injured or me getting injured, so I just – focusing on keeping my body healthy, and whenever those other guys went down, I made sure I was there and stepped up whenever coach needed it. And with the young guys, they've been coming in, taking reps, and just filling in the shoes of the older guys and getting experience and getting game reps. And they just been filling the shoes and doing their jobs and getting better each and every day.
Kind of going off the post-Georgia point, Shane's talked a little bit about how he felt like the team needed to get closer after that, and he felt like he has. Do you feel that, and what would you chalk that up to with you guys being closer now after these last 2 weeks?
Yeah, we definitely grew closer as a team. We do that every week. We get closer and closer. It's nothing special. It was nothing magical that we do. We just that's just the culture around here that Coach Beamer has built. We just a family. We gonna get closer each and every week, no matter the outcome of the Saturday.
Marcellas, obviously, when Camp's been playing in the corner, for lack of a better term, you gotten thrown at a lot more, I guess, with him on the other side. I guess, what's that kind of been like? And I guess, now that you are in year 2 here and all that, I guess, how much more comfortable do you feel like games have been, at least through the first 5 weeks, and being able to take some of those, take on more guys, I guess, in those situations?
What was your first question about Cam?
In terms of getting maybe thrown at a little more with Cam on the opposite side, Darius,
yeah.
I guess, obviously getting, for lack of a better term, kind of put on an island there. I guess, what's that kind of been like, and how do you feel like you kind of adjusted to it?
I've been soaking it all in. I love that attention that I'm getting, getting targets all the time, every game. I love that. I love being tested. So it's just a blessing from God putting me in that opportunity. But like you said, this is my second year. I'm very much comfortable in this defense, and I have a lot of confidence in myself to make plays on the island, and so it's no nerves. It's just I'm out there playing.
Marcellas, going into the year, a lot was made about this team needing to play better on the road. When you look at what a team has to do to play well away from home, what does that look like? What does a good road team look like when it's out there?
Yeah, we just gotta go out there, keep our poise, just play fast, physical, and just don't let the home crowd get us out of our game. Don't let anything get us out of our game. We just got to go out there and play our game and just do the best we can, because if we play at our best, we good enough to beat anybody on the road or at home.
And Marcel's kind of going back to Ben's point about being on an island. How much does it help to have guys like Cam Smith and I mean you got Darius coming back and RJ back there with you? How does it help to kind of just be like in or I guess on the island, if you will?
Yeah, I understand. It helps a lot. Just knowing that, like you said, RJ back there, you got Nick back there. You know, you on the island, but also you got sometimes have safety help. So it just helps you even play more confident and not be worried about getting beat if you do, you know, because you got help.
It's been a couple years since this all happened, so you may not even really remember the details of it all. But so the last time South Carolina played at Kentucky was the night that news got out that Coach Beamer was coming here. Do you remember anything about that night? And,
I do because I was still at GMC, so I was because I had committed to Will Muschamp, so he had got fired, so I was still committed. Then that's when, like you said, the night that he had got fired, then Coach Beamer had got hired, so I was in contact with him. But you said what was it like?
Yeah, so South Carolina played at Kentucky. It was December the 5th, and after that game, news started getting out that Coach Beamer was going to get hired. Do you remember watching that game and have any memories of hearing about it was going to be Coach Beamer?
I don't know the exact memories, but I know I was like, dang, what am I going to do now? Because I didn't know Coach Beamer. I was building a relationship with Will Muschamp staff, so I just at what am I going to do? Am I going to stay committed or not? So, but Coach Beamer did a great job at making sure I stayed committed.
You mentioned not letting the home crowd get in y'all's heads. Correct me if I'm wrong. It sounded like they were pumping in a lot of sound on y'all in practice. Is that just an effort to be ready again? Because it's been a while since y'all been on the road.
So we won't be surprised by it. So we do that a lot. Play the away teams theme songs and stuff. So we just be used to it whenever we get out there. It's not a shocker.
Marcellas, what'd you do with your time off this weekend?
Went to sleep. I played a little bit of Call of Duty, but most of the time I just went to sleep. I looked at some of Kentucky film and really just got some rest. Got in here and treated my body and got some rest and soaked it all up. I guess don't get a lot of it.
Yeah. What can even if it's just 48 hours, what can that time off do for you guys mentally and physically going into this game?
Oh yeah, it's definitely beneficial. It just helps us take a break away from the physical and mental demand that this game and college football has on us. So it's definitely very beneficial to us, and we definitely love those breaks. Definitely. Thank y'all.